live once again, and I went ahead and decided to go live here because tomorrow we have a real super interesting video coming up about what people should do with themselves in the future because we are seeing the world changing right before our eyes. And the question is, what do you do with people, young people particularly, or career changers? Are you advising them to go ahead and go to college, go to a trade school, or some kind of a hybrid combination? Uh, I'm sharing this with you because it's really kind of a powerful topic to pay close attention to. And I realize that I'm throwing this out here. I'm throwing this out here live. Spur of the moment is more or less a teaser to tomorrow's video, but it's also an intriguing question because there's a growing body of thought out there that says that, well, practical knowledge, blue collar jobs are available like right here, right now. Whether they're shovel ready, whether they're more technical, like electrician, plumbing. The fact is, there's a growing body of evidence out there saying that these are the jobs that are out there. Hey, good to see you, Victor. And I'm hoping that maybe, Victor, this even applies to you, deciding about what you plan on doing in the not too distant future, right? Depending on where you are in the employment cycle. For younger and younger people, there's a decision to make. Hey, well, should you go into the trades or not, or should you go on to college? What we're seeing so far is this: we are seeing more and more people at least open up the option to maybe being some kind of self-starter. And I know it's kind of crazy about what people are going to do with their future, but I'm seeing more and more young people kind of, well, they take the path to college, and college is a good path, and there's a belief that you people could educate themselves into great quality positions here, but some of the low hanging fruit really is like electricity, electrical, carpentry, building stuff, making stuff. Like that's never going to go out of style, I don't think. As long as there's an economic cash flow, these trades are never ever going to go out of style. And heck, even as a young man, I went ahead and I ran my own businesses, some of them blue collar jobs. And I'm here to say that the skill sets you learn, like the ordinary person doesn't know how to do these things. So I throw that out there to you as a point of reference. There's a whole generation of Americans today in, hey, goat, are you the greatest of all time? Well, we'll find out. Uh, I want to make sure that we're talking about these things because they matter a ton. And the fact is, we're trying to really like dial down and maybe dig into this. What's the future hold for young people, right? And we want to make sure that we're going ahead and really putting some time and energy and some thought into this. And this could be a good topic to just dig into a little bit. And whether you're young, and of course, this live is always made for people who are not minors. However, I do realize that I get a good group of people in here that are from a cross section of America. But we're talking about career readiness. What does the future hold? I can share a couple of insights, and these insights are super powerful, and you will get them delivered to your inbox tomorrow. That is, if you are liked and you subscribe to this channel, tomorrow's video should be pretty eye opening and maybe get people thinking more about what where they're going for their career, or if they do a career change, what opportunities are available to them. Super important stuff. And I can say that, over the years, I've been involved with different types of coaching, right? And so with the people that I've coached, and I will say my two most successful people I've coached have been people that have gone on to start their own businesses. Some of them went to college for like a semester, and one person by the name of Jimmy told me that, Coach, I went to college for a semester, and the people there at college were teaching me old stuff. I'm a computer guy, I do programming. I needed to know current stuff, and they weren't going to help me move my game forward. They were going to teach me how to work for somebody, and I wanted to work for myself. The other story is a guy by the name of Aaron, and Aaron's really a worthy person of talking about as well because Aaron is that guy who went ahead and he was a serial entrepreneur and got into some very interesting hands-on experiences at the Career Center. And with that, his Career Center experience went on to do things like work at the local basketball team. We're talking about professional basketball team, but he was starting to run the Jumbotron there at the basketball games. The next thing he was doing, he was going down to the professional football team in the area and running their system as well. And so there was a high school kid gaining a hands-on experience, and he had a power of what he could do right here, right now for his future. And so this really became a great, great experience. And so those are a couple of stories, and they've both gone on to be multi-millionaires. And one runs a business that's worth over $30 million in revenue every single year. The other person stayed a solopreneur, just working out of his home, but they do have good lifestyle. So I'm throwing that out there to you. But does that work for the majority of America? That's the next question. And of course, a trade, not a bad place to be. Once again, I think there's an entire generation of Americans right now that do not own a toolbox. It is scary that they've not done a wood project, they've not done a metals project, they don't even know how to build a do it yourself bird feeder. And we just know there's a gap in the education system where kids aren't getting those types of experiences. That's crazy stuff. Likewise, without those experiences, how to use simple tools, you really don't understand that what you're really doing in a way is some kind of construction engineering, using your brain in a completely different way on how to solve problems. So I throw that out there to you because it's really a super worthy avenue to explore. College, let's face it, there are some good colleges out there, and these good colleges bring graduates in, and they're paying a couple bucks for it. Like college is not cheap these days, but heck, some of the young people that I've coached in the past, they've gone on to become medical doctors, they've gone on to run their own businesses. That's what I want you to be aware of as well, that they needed to go to college to pick up that skill set to do what they're doing right now. And let's face it, you don't want a non-doctor medical person working on you, right? So there is that hoop jumping process that needs to take place and getting into a school and getting into the right school. But I also would say that you want to make sure if you're going to school, you're going to go to a school that's going to pay, right? Translation, at the end of 4 years, you will be gainfully employed. You will not be walking around with a degree that doesn't have a ton of value. And I'm here to say that those are things that you really have to keep on asking yourself the question. Like the question is like, what do you know? Then ask the next question is just what don't you know? And maybe the third and final question is like, what are you missing in the whole story? So when we're talking about careers, hey, I'd love to hear from you. But tomorrow, if you have liked and you have subscribed to today's channel, you are going to get the video delivered right to your inbox. And I'm here to say it's a really, really important thing, whether you're a parent, whether you're a grandparent, whether you are a youth trying to figure things out. I'm asking these questions because they're important questions to ask, and it's not just here and now. It's, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? What are you doing next year? And what skills are you developing? What are you learning? And once again, chances are the most important things you're going to get are some hands on experiences. The hands on experiences, if local programs have an experience of being inside of a hospital, hey, what's it like? An experience of, hey, can you follow somebody? Can you shadow them? How do you know what you want to do? That's always the big question, because God's got a plan for everybody, right? But the fact is, figuring out what that plan is and making sure you're doing something that's meaningful and making a significant impact on the world around you. That's key. And folks, I'm here to say that there's just amazing, amazing opportunities out there, opportunities like none that have ever existed. You go back to the Industrial Revolution, there were people that what they had spinning wheels where they knitted textiles. right inside of their homes. And then the machines came by and took over their jobs, right? They had to figure out what else they were going to do. So I guess my thought would be whatever you decide to do, have your eyes open, your thoughts open, understand what kind of career this looks like, and maybe equally as important, really kind of figure out what opportunities will exist not just today, but 5 years and 10 years down the road. And I'm here to say that there are going to be jobs that take place that don't even exist yet, right? Like, hey, back when I was in high school, there was no social media. There was no social media marketing because the internet didn't even exist, at least not as we know it today. So I just want to make sure that what's most important is probably your skill sets. And one of the most important things you need to do is always make sure, no matter what you decide to do, you have a way to go ahead and sell yourself. Because at the end of the day, you can always learn, you can always figure out where you want to be in the future. And of course, taking the small, tiny steps to get there. But right now, we're talking colleges, we're talking trade schools, or I should have titled this or other. If you do those things, you've done a lot. And no matter, once again, if you're a parent trying to figure out and help navigate your child to the right career decision, or number two, you are a grandparent trying to share your wisdom and experience with the kids, or you're a young person just trying to sort it out. I'm here to say that, yeah, it does get kind of overwhelming, but the most important things you can do right now is get out and take action. Figure out, learn, shadow. Your parents will be a great resource, but they'll be a limited resource to a degree. They will not be able to help you with everything, but they can help guide you the way. And chances are, they are your number one fan, your number one cheerleader, and will do the things that'll help point you in the right direction. Or maybe they have no idea what you want to do. That's okay, because at the end of the day, this is a journey that you're on, and you're the hero in your journey. You will learn, you will make adjustments, you'll learn more, find out what your interests are, and figure out what you're going to do with your precious time and energy on this planet, because that matters. Well, my name's Brian. This is the Economics Report, and this is the teaser for tomorrow's video. And if you have liked and you have subscribed to this channel, you will get my update about, hey, college or career trade schools, or maybe we should title that or other. But you'll see what my thumbnail is right here. That'll be delivered to your inbox tomorrow if you're subscribed. Thanks for joining me. And with that, have a great day. And don't forget, the biggest battle you fight is the one between your ears. Stay healthy, because a healthy you makes all the difference in the world. And I will catch you tomorrow. Have a great day.